Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bedrock Survival. Sorry, I heard a creeper go off and it totally messed up my intro. Welcome to Bedrock Survival with Fix, episode 148. Oh, man. 2 more real work episodes before the Great World Tour with a good friend. I'm very much looking forward to you guys checking that out. That's going to be really fun to record. And I'm hoping that I'm out to a little bit of a head start on that episode. So I'm going to have a few days of grind between, not this episode, but the next episode and 150. So hopefully I have a little bit of time to do some work that I want to do, because I have a couple special things I want to do between 149 and 150. But today we are back here at the Direct Castle because it's looking good. I really like the footprint of it. I like the colors. I like sort of the andesite, the roof. I think I have kind of the right amount of stuff in, basically, for the roughing in aspect. And now I want to get into, well, the not roughing in, but the actual detail stuff. And there's a couple of things I want to do. For one thing, I want to do something that I did over there. And the reason why I want to do basically the same thing twice is because I think that these are so close. These two castles are so close that I think it would be cool if they have some similarities. So one of the things I want to do is I want to put in a bit of an outer layer here of andesite. And the reason why we use the andesite is because I already used that. I don't want to bring in gray. I don't want to bring in another block, and I don't want to use diorite because there's, it's not going to stand out much. So my only options truly are, well, I could use sandstone. That'll look goofy. So my only real options are either oak or andesite, if I don't want to bring in another color, which I don't. So I'm going to use andesite here, and I'm going to basically bring in, along the side here, a 2 or 3 tall, the entire perimeter and around inside all the castles, the whole thing uniform. I want to bring in a level of sort of support that makes this thing be a little taller. Now what that means is, there's going to be a block here and a block here, which means this is only going to be like 3 blocks deep or wide. In here, there's going to be some more narrow passageways, and that's going to be okay. Now, we're not doing the inside of this castle today. I mean, we're not putting like the ground level. We're not doing any interiors. All I want to do basically is I want to make this castle look good from the outside, and then we'll deal with the rest of it later. One of the things I think I do want to do maybe is get a way into here where it's not from the outside. I feel like that's a little silly. Like if you're, because the ground here, oh my goodness, what's in this? Hello, what's in this? Oh, a bunch of stuff. Well, I'll take that. Okay. My inventory was overflowing, so I made a chest and just threw it in there. Cool. All right. So, what I was thinking of is, if you're say you're a elite rich person and you're coming here for a ball. Now this castle is going to be haunted and sort of in disrepair a little bit, but at one point it wasn't, right? So if you want to go here for a ball, you're not going to walk through this like gravel dirt area here, right? You're going to want to like keep your dress nice and stuff. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do another entryway into this, like maybe it's kind of hard to see, like maybe into this room, and sort of have some interior passageways. I'm not sure exactly how we'll get over there, but no, yeah, actually I am. We'll get in right here. This is like incredibly perfect. We'll go right through this area. So this will be the actual way in. I don't think we'll travel into it from the outside. That's neither here nor there. That's not what we're really talking about today. What we're really talking about is adding in detail, adding in windows, and adding in andesite supports and all that kind of stuff. That's going to be a little bit boring. It's going to be a little bit boring because, for one thing, we've already kind of done some of that stuff. And for another thing, it's not the most absolutely fascinating stuff to watch happen. I'm just going to do a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit here with you. And I'm going to show you basically the plan. And then I'm going to go do it all, okay? And then we'll come back in and we'll check it out. So what we're going to do is, let's head out to the outside so you can see it in action here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this andesite, the mixture of both andesite and polished andesite, and we're going to stack it up. I don't even know how much, like maybe even just this much, because then what we'll have is we'll have something like this, something like that. And that's going to be a bit of a callback to what's going on over in that castle. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to sort of, I don't don't know, sort of show that they're built by the same people. Now, I did get a comment on one of my videos saying, hey, Fix, I like your stuff, but maybe you should leave your comfort zone a little bit more. You know, that's not totally wrong. I can accept that. That's not totally wrong. I think I probably should try to leave my comfort zone a little bit more. But that being said, I'm not going to today in this because I know how I want this to look, you know, and if I do it differently, it won't look the same. That's like the dumbest thing. But yeah, you know what I mean? So, okay, let's do this here, and then we'll do this right maybe here, and then we'll do that and that. Okay, that's enough to get an idea. So let's back up a little bit. How do we like that? How's that feel in the castle? Feel good? It could even be a little bit higher, but yeah, I think it's good. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe like 1 block higher. But yeah, I think that's cool. So I'm gonna go all the way around the outside of the castle and all around on the inside of the castle, and then we'll start talking windows and all that kind of stuff. Well, the little bitty project that I'm on right now could have been a whole episode or two all by itself because it is a royal pain to figure out and then do. Tons of materials being wasted, all that kind of stuff. Let me show you. So yeah, you can see that the inside is already wrapped around. That's good. I started on some oak window dressings, try to keep it really simple, but also add some lighting because it's pretty dark. And then I came across these big flat walls that I don't really like. And let me show you what I've sort of decided to do. I wanted to get away up there. So I built this thing and I tried to make it as sort of rickety as possible as we go up here. We'll go right up along here, then you turn and you go across this little wall. This also leads out to this wall, which has yet to be detailed. And then you come over here and then you go up here and then you turn and then you turn. It's cool because I like how it's a really convoluted sort of path. Then there's two ways. You can either go in here, and I didn't like how this turned out, so this might just go up to a room or something. But the better way, I think, is going to be you up here. This will be a little hallway. Then you walk out here, then you're outside again. So this will be, again, with the sort of granite roof, and this connects perfectly right up to here. I didn't actually really plan it out. It just worked perfectly. But let me just express to you what a just royal difficulty it is to figure out these because man, I'm using all slabs, and you can just see just the really convoluted roof techniques here, and with the diorite trim, I thought that kind of looked nice, helped tie it all together, and I like it. I think it's really cool. I really like the idea that I'm going to be able to use a lot of fences going up here, and what I'll probably do after I get this really worked out is I might bring in another fence tone, like maybe spruce or birch, like the nearest one to oak, you know, just so it looks a little bit more rickety than what it currently is. And you know, coming up here, I had to actually add these for now. I don't know how exactly I want to do this, so I did two different ones where I went basically a full block slab, because that way I could get the fences connected, which from when you're on it looks really, you know, it looks really good. It looks a little wacky from out here, I'll admit, that's true. Now up here, I didn't do that. Instead, I have no fence to kind of keep you in, but it looks better from on this side. So I don't know. And yeah, there's going to be supports. So the supports are going to be basically right here. Let's just do one. And that's going to help. Well, it's going to help give this courtyard sort of some stuff in it, which is going to be good. And then also it's going to help make this entire thing look like it's actually supported and not just floating on the side of the castle, which is going to be good as well. So then we'll do another one like right here. Cool. I just wanted to peek in here because I've been doing some work, and I really worked on lighting up the castle over there, and I just want to take a look at it at nighttime because, man, it is starting to look at that. Oh, it's starting to look good. I did do a big window on the inside here, but I see it's not lit up. You can see all the stairways, all the exterior stairways are all lit up. The little princess capture tower thing up there is lit up. And there's some places that I don't know if I want to light up. Like, for example, this tower right here. I don't know if it's best to sort of leave some dark areas. I kind of feel like maybe, like, it's okay to have blank walls, you know, it kind of goes against my nature to have blank walls that are completely undetailed, but I think sometimes when you're building up a big tower like that, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I don't love this area right here that much because it's a bit of a pattern and it's very bland, but I think this and that, I feel like maybe they can stay as is for right now at least, and you know, we'll revisit it in a little bit. But there's a couple of little sandstone things I think maybe I can do here that are going to help dress up the side of this tower just a bit, and maybe I'll just put a couple lights, windows, bars is the word I'm looking for, up at the top here, just to sort of finish off, just so there's some light up at the top. I think it's pretty good at night, especially. I think that I am done with the nice part of this castle. Now, the plan is going to be, I think, and the reason why I'm doing it now is because I want to let it simmer for a little bit and think about it just a bit. But I think I want this castle to be a ruined castle, so I want to have, like, you know, a lot of vines and dirty areas and maybe some areas where some walls have collapsed and all that kind of stuff. But before I did that, I wanted to make it look nice first, so I did a little, like, trim over there. There's some trim around the other sides and things like that, but the castle itself is coming together, I think. I'm just imagining it like maybe like the left gate there, like maybe half the roof has caved in, you know, and yeah, I think that's going to be a cool look, and it's going to give some age to this world. So, like, that castle over there, that's a new castle. The castle over there is going to be a newer castle. This castle is going to be very old because this world is very old. So, I think that's going to be a really cool thing that we're going to do with some time. But I don't want to do it now. You know, I don't want to do it now. I want to let this castle sit as far as a pretty nice looking castle, I think, and then come back and address it in a little bit once I sort of decide exactly how I want to ruin it. But to give a little bit of a look around, I did work a bit on, I worked a tiny bit on, not interiors, but like at least pathways, and you can see all this. There's some windows up there, some windows up in the prisoner tower, some of this stuff over here. I did a lot of windows in the actual iron farm because I spent some time in there and I wanted it to look a little nicer, so I did put all the windows over in there. Let's see over there. Yeah, so I used bars over on this side. I thought that was kind of cool, and another big circle window. Yeah, I think the whole castle, I think it looks good. You know, I think we're in a really good place. By the way, I'm playing with 80 chunk render right now, so if you notice, every once in a while I get a little bit of a frame hiccup because I want to see what you can see over there, and you can actually see perfectly. You see all that ice? That's going to be an ice castle eventually. And if you are not watching the Lore of Tovlin series, and I know a lot of you aren't, check it out. They're very short, and I think they're pretty entertaining. Here's a little clue on what's coming. Look what's buried in the ice. Oh yeah, you see it? Can you see it? It's kind of far away still. Hold on. Check this out. I built this just for the Lore of Tovlin series, and for some extra lore that I want to add to this world, as far as some iconography, I guess would be a way to say it. So, yeah, see what it is? It's well, if you don't know, it's the Black Goat. It's the sister ship to the Sheriff. Oh man, look at that! Look at that with 80 chunk render. Look how far you can see. It's so amazing. I mean, it's really amazing. Oh, it's so awesome. So awesome, man. I love Bedrock. Anyway, that is going to do it for me. Oh, look at the castle down there. It looks so good. It looks so good. This might be the thumbnail right now. Oh, man. Love it. Anyway, I'll see you all next episode. We got one more episode before the big world tour with our good friend Germsy Boy coming in to do a little bit of a Bedrock look-see with me, and I can't wait to hang out with Germ again. That's always a good time, and also I think it'll just be fun to have him in this Bedrock world and check it out. So, all right, I will see you all next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, wear a mask, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.